Want that perfect golden brown crust on your fried fish without ruining the delicate flavor? Choosing the wrong cooking oil is the biggest mistake home cooks make, but today we are fixing that forever. In this video, I am going to walk you through the absolute best oils for frying fish based on my own rigorous hands-on kitchen testing over the past few weeks. By the end of this countdown, you will know exactly which oil guarantees that flawless, crispy exterior while keeping the fish flaky and tender inside. 5. Kevala Avocado Oil. When I first started testing oils for this video, I had high hopes for the Kevala Avocado Oil, especially given its reputation in the health food community. Avocado oil is generally praised for its versatility in the kitchen. I was eager to see how this bulk-sized option would handle a classic southern fried catfish. I poured a generous amount into my cast iron skillet, noting the slightly thick consistency as it settled into the pan. The primary feature of this oil is its premium cold-pressed extraction method, which is designed to retain the natural goodness of the avocados. It comes in a large plastic jug, which is incredibly economical if you do a lot of high-heat cooking. However, as I began to heat the oil to my target temperature of 375 degrees, I noticed the kitchen taking on a slightly heavy, almost grassy aroma that I wasn't entirely expecting from a refined product. As I dropped the battered fish fillets into the hot oil, the bubbling was vigorous, but the temperature recovery time was noticeably sluggish. A major drawback I experienced during my testing was that the oil seemed to struggle to maintain consistent heat, requiring constant adjustments to my stove's burner just to keep the fry going. Furthermore, the bulky plastic container made pouring an absolute nightmare, resulting in a greasy mess on my countertop before the cooking even really started. When it came time to taste the final product, the results were decidedly mixed. While the fish did achieve a decent golden color on the outside, the crust absorbed a bit more oil than I would have liked, leaving a slightly greasy residue on the serving plate. The grassy notes I smelled earlier unfortunately translated directly into the flavor profile, masking the subtle, sweet taste of the catfish and leaving a lingering, slightly bitter aftertaste. 4. Bertolli Extra Virgin. I wanted to see if a classic, widely available olive oil could step up to the plate for a shallow pan fry of some delicate tilapia fillets. It is beautifully packaged and boasts a rich, authentic heritage, but putting it to the test with high-heat seafood preparation revealed some harsh realities. Bertolli highlights its cold-pressed process and robust, fruity flavor profile, which are fantastic qualities for salad dressings or a light finishing drizzle over a bowl of fresh pasta. It is undeniably a high-quality product for raw applications, featuring a deep green hue and a fragrant, earthy nose. However, the moment I poured it into my pan and turned up the heat, the limitations of extra virgin olive oil became glaringly apparent. The most significant drawback I encountered was the abysmally low smoke point of this unrefined oil. Long before the oil reached the necessary temperature to crisp up the fish batter, my kitchen was filled with acrid smoke, and the fire alarm was threatening to go off. Trying to fry fish in an oil that begins to break down and burn at such a low temperature is an incredibly stressful experience that ruins both the cooking environment and the food itself. The resulting tilapia was, frankly, a massive disappointment. Because I could not get the oil hot enough without it smoking violently, the fish essentially simmered in the warm fat rather than frying, resulting in a pale, soggy crust that lacked any semblance of a satisfying crunch. Worse still, the bold, fruity flavor of the olive oil completely overpowered the mild tilapia, making the entire dish taste aggressively bitter and overly heavy on the palate. In the end, my testing proved that Bertolli Extra Virgin olive oil has absolutely no business being used as a primary frying oil for fish. 3. Colavita Roasted Garlic. After the struggles with standard extra virgin olive oil, I was skeptical about using another olive-based product. But I decided to test this on some fresh shrimp to see if the infused flavors could elevate the dish. I was immediately intrigued by the rich, savory scent as soon as I uncapped the bottle. This oil is technically a blend, featuring extra virgin olive oil infused with genuine roasted garlic extracts, designed to save you the trouble of mincing and blooming garlic yourself. The infusion process gives the oil a slightly more resilient structure under moderate heat compared to a pure extra virgin olive oil. It pours smoothly and has a beautiful, clear golden color that looks incredibly appetizing right out of the bottle and into the pan. During my pan frying test, the Colavita oil handled the heat beautifully. While it is still not meant for deep frying at 400 degrees, it maintained a steady, shimmering heat at around 350 degrees without breaking a sweat or producing any harsh smoke. The absolute best part of the cooking process was the aroma. The smell of mellow, roasted garlic filled the air, making the entire kitchen smell like a high-end Italian restaurant preparing a gourmet meal. The taste test was where this oil truly shined and earned its spot on this list. The shrimp developed a gorgeous, lightly caramelized crust, and the roasted garlic flavor infused directly into the meat without being sharp or raw. It enhanced the natural sweetness of the shrimp perfectly, acting as a built-in seasoning that saved me time and effort on the spice rack, delivering a complex, savory bite every single time. Overall, the Colavita roasted garlic oil is a fantastic option for those who prefer a shallow pan fry and want to inject a massive amount of flavor directly into their seafood. 2. Atlas 1LT Cold Press. I know I was harsh on olive oil earlier in the countdown, but the Atlas oil is an entirely different beast altogether. I was eager to test this premium, Michelin star quality oil on a thick, skin-on salmon fillet to see if it could deliver a perfectly crisp skin without burning the delicate flesh. What sets the Atlas oil apart are its incredible features. It is harvested in the harsh Moroccan desert, making the olives naturally rich in polyphenols and remarkably resilient. It is completely unprocessed, maintaining an astonishing purity that you can actually see in its vibrant, rich color. This oil is crafted with absolute precision, and the attention to detail is evident before you even begin cooking with it. When I brought this oil up to heat in my stainless steel skillet, I was genuinely shocked by its incredible stability. Despite being cold pressed, the high polyphenol count gives it a uniquely robust structure that handled the medium-high heat flawlessly. There was no smoking, no degradation, just a beautiful, steady sizzle as I placed the salmon skin side down into the hot pan to build up that crust. The flavor and texture it imparted to the salmon were nothing short of extraordinary. The skin crisped up like a perfectly delicate potato chip, providing a massive textural crunch, while the flesh remained incredibly buttery and moist on the inside. The oil lent a very sophisticated, peppery, and slightly earthy undertone that complemented the rich, fatty nature of the salmon in a way that a completely neutral oil simply could not match. The Atlas Cold Press Oil is a luxurious, high-performance product that truly respects the ingredients you choose to cook with it. It turns a simple piece of fried or seared fish into a gourmet experience, elevating the flavors with its exceptional quality and robust background notes. 1. BetterBody Avocado Oil. After testing numerous oils, I needed something that could handle the most demanding, aggressive frying tasks without compromising the flavor of the seafood. I decided to put this to the ultimate test by deep frying a large batch of thick, beer-battered cod. It completely blew the competition out of the water. The standout feature of this oil is its naturally refined process, which carefully strips away the impurities that cause smoking while leaving the healthy fats completely intact. This results in an absolute powerhouse of a cooking medium that boasts a staggering smoke point of 500 degrees Fahrenheit. It is crystal clear, perfectly neutral in scent, and comes in a highly practical, easy-to-pour bottle that makes measuring a total breeze. The frying experience with BetterBody was an absolute dream from start to finish. I easily brought my heavy pot of oil to a rolling 375 degrees, and it held that temperature with remarkable consistency, never once dropping low enough to make the batter soggy. It handled the intense heat with zero smoke, zero popping, and zero off-putting odors, allowing me to fry batch after batch of cod in a completely clean, comfortable kitchen environment. When I finally bit into the fried cod, I knew we had found our absolute winner. The crust was shatteringly crisp, incredibly light, and completely free of any greasy residue on the palate. Because the oil is 100% flavor neutral, the taste of the fresh cod and the seasoned beer batter took center stage, completely unmasked and perfectly preserved in every single bite. It delivered the exact, flawless crunch you expect from a high-end coastal seafood shack. BetterBody Avocado Oil is the ultimate secret weapon for frying fish at home. It provides unparalleled heat stability, guarantees a grease-free crunch, and lets the natural flavors of your hard-earned seafood shine through perfectly without any interference.